Welcome to Kyber Lab, episode 53, where we look at Chimaera with Scythe, TIE Defender. TIE Defender is the carry here, but it's Scythe, TIE Advanced, and Imperial TIE Fighter, which are starting. Chimaera is capital ship versus Executor, 3 attacker, which is the sort of de facto lineup you'll see in most competitive levels of GAC and TW, I guess. So this is going to be a little bit longer than most videos, like 10 minutes, 11 minutes perhaps, because I want to talk a little bit about this point in the meta right now. This fleet is now more possible / valuable than before because Leviathan is out. Leviathan is bugged currently. Even when it is fixed, it is likely that Leviathan will either be countered by itself most easily. I think that's going to be the de facto setup, or it's possible that a fleet like Profundity, I doubt Executor, that's not a very highly reliable counter compared to Profundity currently. Even once the bugs are fixed, Profundity still may be decent to use against Leviathan. So as part of that, because there's only 3 fleets on defense and attack, with Leviathan now in the mix, you have some flexibility, and it's easier to combine your 2 Empire fleets instead of having them split, which was most common for many people, because both Empire fleets split were still able to take down any other fleet, depending on the composition. So because of that, you can use Empire, all the good ships in a single fleet, and you do need all the good ships here. So this Chimaera counter to Executor is really, you only need the 5 ships. These other reinforcements, the Gauntlet and Emperor's Shuttle. Emperor's Shuttle will probably go to Leviathan anyway, but they're in this lineup just, I guess, for safety. But you definitely do not need all 5 of them or all 7 of them. You really just need the TIE Advanced, for reinforcements, you need the TIE Interceptor and you need the TIE Defender. The others, sometimes they're used, I guess, if all of your pilots are lower relic levels, but they're not really needed. It's just the core 5 ships. Gear check, the higher Iden is, the better. Her damage or the TIE Defender's damage and survivability at higher levels makes a huge difference. Relic 5 is sort of like the bare minimum, but if you get her higher, it's better. And mods, yes, so 6E mods, I think there's still a number of people who are not so sure on this. 6E mods, that's the lowest level of 6.mods. Anything higher than 6E does not affect ships' speeds. However, it absolutely does affect ships' power, galactic power, ship power, fleet power, crew power, I think it's called, crew power. And that by default increases their health, protection, and damage. So more than 6E mods are absolutely very valuable on your pilots, especially on a character like Iden, which is quite useful outside of being a pilot. So if you can just 6D or 6C or whatever. The higher your mods are, the better it will be for fleets in general, for ships in general, but especially for the TIE Defender. So speed check. Imperial TIE Fighter must be faster than Executor. This is very easy. It'd have to be like a G8, Gear 9 TIE Fighter. You also want your TIE Advanced to move before Executor, but again, this is easy because everybody's relic is everybody's Darth Vader is relic 7 usually. Not everybody, but the majority of people who are going to have a TIE Defender. This is pretty easy to get the speeds because Scythe's unique gives all Empire ships +10 speed. So normally you have a relic 8 Darth Vader and a relic 9 Piet, and that'll make Executor and TIE Advance the same speed. So it's sort of a coin flip. But if you have Scythe in here, his unique gives additional 10 speed, so it's very easy. There's not really a coin flip involved. How you play, you bring the Defender, and then you win. TIE Defender is the crucial part. There is some RNG. I'll talk about it a little bit at the end. I mean, you might lose if you get evaded or if everybody hits your TIE defender and he gets no evades. But even that is somewhat controllable because you have the ability to generate some foresight. And yeah, the win rate of this fight is very, very high, 90-ish%, more than 90-ish% against, again, high relic fleets on the Executor side. So in my mind, this is the most reliable Executor triple attacker option if your pilots are relatively well relic. But again, for most people who have TIE Defender and are fighting triple attacker Executors, your pilots will be relatively well relic. Banner wise, I put 66. You can get 68 plus when you're bringing in just two reinforcements, the Defender and the Interceptor. But this is not a high banner. You know, in Kyber Lab, we go for max banners, removing the RNG and avoiding mistakes. So this is not a super high banner win. However, it's extremely reliable. So in that regards, you're guaranteed some banners. And this is mostly more viable now because of the Leviathan being available and probably pulling away Profundity, at least for now, while Leviathan is bugged, but in the future, possibly pulling away Profundity to kill Leviathan as well. So let's go ahead and start the fight here and walk through the steps. Those definitely going to be a bit longer, probably 10 minutes in total. So your Imperial TIE Fighter will move first. You go after IG-2000. Then your Darth Vader TIE Advance will move next. Most cases you'll not kill IG-2000, but if you do crit, you will. Like we see here, again, all Empire ships due to Scythe have additional 20% offense, so it's hitting harder than you normally might expect. Here's the first RNG next to the crit. So you get some turn meter from the dodge, and then here, Xanadu Blood only hit once. Otherwise, normally, your Imperial TIE Fighter is dead. Or potentially Vader or Scythe if they target them instead. But as we see here, they went after a TIE Fighter, so this is the main RNG of the fight. This is where you lose some of your sides. The rest of the steps are a sort of good case scenario, but they don't change dramatically. Like when I mentioned different abilities from Scythe or TIE Advanced, they may not always be there in most setups. That's why this is the most important. Like bring in TIE Defender and you're probably going to win. I mean, it's not that complicated. This is just showing like one of the fights where you have a lot of different things happening. All the ships are alive, so you see the most potential combination of actions. So here, TIE Defender is first. Here, often the Xanadu Blood will actually be alive. It's not Xanadu Blood, I'm sorry, IG-2000. So in this case, you'd stun IG-2000 and not Razor Crest. The Razor Crest stun is sort of useless anyway because he's going to take his turn and dispel. Like it stops him from doing an assist and potentially killing one of your other ships, but maybe it would give you TM also at the same time. So in this case, anyway, you stun Razor Crest. Then anyway, Xanadu calls Razor Crest to assist, and you lose your TIE Fighter. Here, you're going to go all in on Xanadu Blood. He's the next target. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, weird perspective. So now here you're using the, you can't see in the video the skill usage. Let me see if I can change that. Anyway, not really important. You're using the second special of, yeah, exactly. Scythe to try and protect Scythe, like give Scythe some health and protection. In this case, somewhat of an RNG. If you have a crit, you'll inflict fear or just kill Xanadu Blood. Right, usually it is that basic from Defender that kills Xanadu Blood. So not a huge chance. If not the basic from Defender, it'll be TIE Advance now that kills Xanadu Blood. So the overall flow of things doesn't change dramatically, but this does expose another, this is a misplay in this video. In this case, you want Darth Vader, TIE Advance, to use the second special, which will inflict ability block instead of just basic. It's a misplay there. The breach cannot be evaded, so we still have Foresight on TIE Defender, removing buffs, getting some that special buff that gives good stats. And here you bring in TIE Interceptor. Now the goal here is to use, if there's ability block on anybody, you want to use the first special which generates Foresight, so it'll give some additional survivability. Try and make Houndstooth the weakest here, not Razor Crest, another misplay. You want them to not heal Razor Crest basically, because very shortly you'll use Chimaera's big boom thing and kill Houndstooth. So again, this is waste going on Houndstooth there, bad play. I heal up TIE Advanced, it's just handy. Again, use the second special if you can to generate more Foresight. And here, going for potentially a stun or a fear. And get some more healing. It was evaded, so it didn't make a difference. The fight is essentially over now, especially with 3 alive. It's very simple. Do not bring out any more reinforcements. Just calling the defender to attack, attack, attack. In this case, reinforcements aren't used. They're not needed. Basics. It's going to be a counter attack. That was a chance for more turn meter, but didn't get evaded. AoE here from TIE Interceptor. Remove more buffs. All of this is just sort of, yeah, I don't know. It might go a little bit one way or another way depending on what ships are alive and what crits happen here or there, or how many evades TIE Defender gets. But usually it's 2 ships alive at the end, not 4. But also usually you don't have the other 2 reinforcements. So this should be 65 to 68. 66 is good, really. That means you've done your heals properly and Scythe stay alive, because with Scythe alive, you're able to generate more health and protection and more banners. So RNG wise, you may have to use sometimes the Chimaera heal, but don't panic. Once you've brought in TIE Interceptor, you're virtually guaranteed to win. You'll have the Chimaera kaboom after that. But really, this is about TIE Defender. Use your basics on TIE Defender. Don't panic if ships die. This is extremely reliable. Just a little bit RNG in terms of which ships are alive at the end of the fight. How many banners you get, but very reliable. So, hope this helped. Good luck, and have fun. Cheers.